Most people think feeling tired all day is just part of getting older. They assume it's normal to wake up already low on energy, to need coffee just to function, and to feel that heavy crash by the afternoon. Some blame poor sleep, others think it's stress, or just something they have to live with after 50. But what if the real reason you feel drained every single day has nothing to do with how long you sleep, and everything to do with what's happening inside your gut? It sounds surprising at first, but stay with me, because this is where it gets interesting. Your gut is not just responsible for digesting food. It plays a central role in how your body produces energy, how it absorbs nutrients, how it manages inflammation, and even how your brain stays alert and focused. So when something is off in your gut, the effects don't stay in your stomach. They show up everywhere, especially in your energy levels. And here's the part most people miss. You can be doing what you think are all the right things, eating fairly well, getting enough sleep, even trying to stay active. But if your gut isn't functioning properly, your body may still feel like it's running on empty. This is why so many people feel stuck. They keep trying to fix fatigue on the surface, without realizing the root cause is deeper. Now think about your own day for a moment. Do you wake up feeling like you didn't fully recharge? Do you find yourself slowing down earlier than you used to? Maybe your focus isn't as sharp, or simple tasks feel more tiring than they should. These are the kinds of signs most people brush off. They tell themselves it's just aging. But in many cases, these are early signals that your gut is struggling. One of the biggest ways your gut affects your energy is through nutrient absorption. Your body relies on key vitamins and minerals to produce energy at the cellular level. Nutrients like iron, B vitamins, and magnesium are essential for keeping your energy stable throughout the day. But if your gut lining is irritated or imbalanced, it may not absorb these nutrients efficiently. So even if you're eating healthy foods, your body isn't fully benefiting from them. It's like putting fuel in a car with a clogged engine. The fuel is there, but it's not being used properly. This is where a lot of people get confused. They think, I'm eating better than I used to, so why do I still feel tired? The answer often lies in how well your body is actually processing and absorbing what you eat, not just what you eat itself. And this is something that becomes even more important as you get older, because your digestive system naturally becomes less efficient over time. But that's only part of the story. Another major factor is something called low-grade inflammation. Now, this isn't the kind of inflammation you feel right away, like swelling or pain. This is a quieter, ongoing process that happens inside your body. When your gut is out of balance, it can trigger this kind of inflammation, keeping your body in a constant state of internal stress. And your body has to use energy to deal with that stress. So instead of using that energy to keep you alert and active, it's being diverted to manage inflammation. Over time, this can leave you feeling drained, even if nothing else seems obviously wrong. This is why some people describe their fatigue as a kind of heaviness or lack of drive, rather than just sleepiness. And then there's your gut bacteria. Inside your digestive system live trillions of bacteria, both good and bad. When they're balanced, they support your health in ways most people don't even realize. They help break down food, produce certain vitamins, and even communicate with your brain. But when that balance is disrupted, things start to shift in the wrong direction. This imbalance can happen gradually, often from everyday habits. Diets high in processed foods and sugar, long-term stress, certain medications, and even lack of variety in your meals can all affect your gut bacteria. Over time, the beneficial bacteria decrease, and the less helpful ones begin to dominate. When that happens, your gut stops supporting your energy the way it should. Instead, it can contribute to fatigue, brain fog, and even mood changes. This is why some people notice they feel both physically tired and mentally sluggish at the same time. It's not just in your head, it's a real physiological effect that starts in your gut. Now here's where many people go wrong. When they feel tired, they reach for quick fixes. Another cup of coffee, energy drinks, supplements that promise instant results. And while these might give a temporary boost, they don't address what's actually causing the problem. In some cases, they can even make things worse by adding more stress to the system. Because if your gut is the root cause, you can't fix that with a stimulant. You have to support the system that's out of balance. The good news is that this doesn't require anything extreme or complicated. In fact, some of the most effective changes are also the simplest. The first step is to start supporting your gut with the right kinds of foods. Your gut bacteria thrive on fiber, especially from vegetables, fruits, and whole foods. These act as fuel for the beneficial bacteria, helping them grow and function properly. Adding fermented foods can also make a difference. Foods like yogurt or kefir contain natural probiotics that can help support a healthier balance of gut bacteria. These don't work overnight, but over time they can help shift your gut environment in a more supportive direction. At the same time, it's important to reduce the things that harm your gut. Excess sugar, highly processed snacks, and artificial additives can disrupt the balance of bacteria and contribute to inflammation. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but becoming more aware of these factors and gradually reducing them can have a meaningful impact. Another simple but powerful step is paying attention to patterns. Notice how your body responds after certain meals. Do you feel more tired after eating certain foods? Do you experience energy crashes at specific times of day? These patterns can give you clues about what might be affecting your gut and your energy. Most people don't take the time to connect these dots. They treat fatigue as something random rather than something their body is trying to communicate. But once you start paying attention, you may begin to see patterns that were always there. Here's the key takeaway. If you've been feeling tired for a long time, don't just assume it's your sleep or your age. Take a closer look at your gut. Because for many people, especially after 50, gut health becomes one of the biggest factors influencing how they feel day to day. And this is not about chasing a quick fix. It's about making small, consistent changes that support your body over time. When your gut starts functioning better, your body can absorb nutrients more effectively. Inflammation can begin to settle. Your energy production becomes more stable. And gradually you may notice a shift. You wake up feeling a little more refreshed. Your energy lasts longer throughout the day. Your mind feels clearer. That constant drained feeling begins to fade. It doesn't happen overnight, and it's not about perfection. But it's a more sustainable path to feeling better, because it addresses the root of the issue rather than just the symptoms. So if you've been searching for the reason behind your fatigue, this might be the piece you've been missing. Not something dramatic or obvious, but something quiet, happening in the background every day. And once you start taking care of it, you may be surprised at how much of a difference it can make,